Let's check these warm-ups. First, this is really super important here. The X is kind of stuck on the front, so that means times. So I'm actually going to write -3 times absolute value of -5. I feel like if I put that little times in there, it helps me see what to do. Okay, so first I do the absolute value of -5, which is +5. So -3 times +5 is -15. Any questions about that one? How'd we do? Did you recognize that it was multiplication is my question. Anyone? No one? What do you think it was? Okay. All right, 16. It's a square root, so I put 2 branches off. 4 times 4 is 16, so the square root of 16 is 4. Cube root of 27, 3 branches off, which I just love it because it looks like a bird foot and makes me happy. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So cube root of 27 is 3. Any questions about 16 or 18 before I move on? Can you guys do those in your head? Cool. Okay, flip over to number 20. This is the best one on the whole thing. This is a right angle. All right, any questions about any of the warm-ups? Anything right now? Okay, can you guys please find the page in your packet that says function notation practice? All right. And this page, the front and the back, is our classwork today. I'm going to get it going with you. And then I'm going to have you guys do some of it. Okay, what are we doing here? We are doing function machines. Okay, everyone close their Chromebooks. That is so rude. Close it, close it, close it, all the way closed. One person ruins it for everyone. Okay, what are we doing here? We are doing function machines without drawing the machine. We're resisting the urge to draw the whole machine because we don't need to. I know, if you want to draw the machine, please feel free. But we are going to try to just do the problem without the machine. Okay, so let's start with number 1. It says evaluate the following expressions given the function below. I have Frank, Gerald, Harry, and Jack. There should be some in the little blue box. Keep going, keep going. Nope, keep going. Little blue box. Nope, right there. The blue box. Yeah. Okay, so this one says G. So I find Gerald here. This is G. And I'm going to say, okay, just picture the little machine. -3 times 10 plus 1. Okay, what I did was I took G of X and I took the input of 10 and dropped that in where X is. So I took G of X and dropped the 10 where X is. -30 plus 1 is -29. All right, B. Which function should I choose for this one? F, right. Yep, Fred. And what should I input for X? 3. Beautiful. So here's Fred here. So 3 squared plus 7. Yep. Okay, can you guys take 3 minutes and do C, D, E, and F? What? We're going to do the whole worksheet today, starting it together for each one and then letting you finish it as a group. So if you need help with number 2, I haven't quite gotten there yet. We're just working on number 1, C, D, E, and F right now. Perfect timing. I'm going to make a lap around. Please flag me down if you need me. Just working on C, D, E, and F at the moment. Are you guys all noting that all of the ones that we've done so far are forward function machines? You know what I mean by that? Okay. Do you see what's coming on this page? I can't get anything by you guys. Okay, I'm gonna unfreeze it, the screen. Here's your spoilers. Your answers are -6, 23, not possible because you can't divide by 0. Mike was right. And 7.
And you know what I wrote on it?
No solution.
And I did divide by 0 error.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
That's what it says on the calculator.
Okay, we didn't do G yet. I couldn't fit it on the screen. Okay. All right, let's scooch down. Correct any of those that you need to correct. All right, we have one more forward function machine, G. So F of -6. So I found F, -6 squared plus 7. And I'm actually going to take the time to write this, -6 times -6 plus 7, which is positive 36 plus 7, which is 43. Okay, so be really careful. Negative times a negative is positive. Okay. Super important. Do you notice the difference of what it's asking between A and G and then H, I, and J? You see how they're asking something different? Okay, so these are backward function machines, all of these ones. Let's do the first one together. So it says find x if g of x is 16. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put g of x right here. I'm going to go back up to the top. Gerald is negative 3x plus 1. And I'm going to say, okay, g of x is 16. G of x is this. 16 equals negative 3x plus 1. So you don't input, you equal it. Again, you don't input, you equal it. And then you have to use your inverse operations to solve the equation. So minus 1, minus 1. Backward function machine. So now I have the input of negative 5. All right, you guys, I want you to try I and J, please. Remember, these are backward function machines. You equal it. You don't plug it in. Okay, hold on, pause. There's a weird fraction in I. Do you need help with that? Okay. So is it okay with you guys? I'm going to write h of x equals 12 over x. Okay. Negative 2 equals 12 over x. What I like to do with a problem like this is I like to put this side over 1 and treat it like a proportion and cross multiply. So negative 2, so like this. Negative 2x equals 12. So you multiply those two, and you multiply those two. Divide, divide, x equals negative 6. And there are some of you in the class who probably just said, okay, 12 divided by what is negative 2, and got negative 6, and that's totally fine too. Okay, you guys, try J for me. J's a little bit spicy also. There was one like it on the math test. I don't know if you remember. You guys were not happy about it. Why does the math test have to be just 2 days, 2 days? It's fine, everyone. Almost. Nice. Nice. You guys are close. You're really close. You're missing a detail. Well, not all of you. Most of you are missing a detail. Almost. Okay. So you have f of x is x squared plus 7. 23 equals x squared plus 7. Okay. And most everybody I saw had that. I was really proud. Okay. The minus 7. 16 equals x squared. Undo, undo. Okay, however, I'm going to remind you of something back from number 36. What does it say right here? When you square root an equation, two answers. You see how, remember how we did this one? Plus or minus 10. So what's ours going to be? Plus or minus 4. Does anybody want to challenge me on why that works? Why that's a thing? I can show you. Anybody want to see? You're just trusting my math overlordness. You want to see it? Okay, so are you okay with me doing that? So I took 23 and equaled it to that. Okay, so 23 equals 4 squared plus 7. Is this a true statement? So 4 squared is 16 plus 7. That's 23, right? Okay, now 23 equals negative 4 squared plus 7. What's negative 4 times negative 4? 16 plus 7, 23. They both work. Okay, but the thing is, you just need to remember when you square root both sides, you have to have plus or minus, just because they will both actually work. Okay, now moving on to the next section. You're going to love these. Okay, we worked on this on number 37, where I found the coordinates on that graph, and that's actually on the back side of this page. It says, translate the following statements into coordinate points. This part here is the input, and this part here is the output. The input is x, and the output is f of x. So the coordinate is negative 1, 1. Input, output. Okay, so do the rest of them. It should take you like no longer than 9 seconds. Six seconds? 3 seconds. Perfect. So 1, negative 1, 2, 7, 3, 9. Okay, why did we do that? We did that because we need to remind ourselves how to work with inputs and outputs on a graph, which is, I believe, the next problem. If you flip it over. Oh, it is indeed. Yeah, okay. So we had a hard time with this on number 37 back on the previous page. I'm going to help you with this whole section. And then we'll start working on Porkopolis. And then I'll get you started on your homework. Okay. All right, find this section. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these as coordinates, just like we did. So we're going to go backwards from the previous section. So this is x. So I want you to go on the graph and go to negative 4 on the x, which is right here. Do you see it? And then make a dot on the curve. What is the coordinate on the curve? Negative 4, 2. So the answer is 2. Okay. This one is saying, okay, make a dot at 0. Yes, excellent. That dot is at 0, 0. So the output is 0. Is this getting better, guys? Excellent. Okay, now this one you're going to feel is unsatisfying. This one's going to be an estimate. So at 3, my dot is here. I'm going to say 3, negative 4.3. You could say negative, Anywhere in that general area, it's an estimate, it's okay. So my answer is negative 4.3. Negative 5. That coordinate is negative 5, 0. So my answer is 0. Okay. Any questions about that first part? Because now we're going to go backwards and it's going to get spicier. Yeah. I'm having such a good day. Just finished. Oh, nice. It's weak. That's weak. I'll take it. Okay. So this is saying, what are the x's when y is 2? And so I'm going to go over here to where y is 2, and there's actually 2 of them. Can you guys tell there's 2 spots where y is 2? So over here, I'm going to make spots for 2 coordinates. This one is negative 4, 2. We already had that one from the previous problem. What do you think? Negative 1.5? So x is negative 4, x is negative 1.5. Okay, this is saying what is x when y is 0? 0, yep. Great job. Yes. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You're the best. There's 2 spots. You're amazing. Oh, amazing. There's probably actually going to be a third one. If this goes on forever, it'll be over here somewhere, but that's okay. We don't worry about that. Okay. All right. Now, if you guys could scroll down to the swine flu in Porkopolis. Okay. The swine flu is attacking Porkopolis. The function below determines how many people have the swine flu, where T is the time in days and S is the number of people in thousands. A, find S of 4. Okay, that means I'm going to drop 4 in the spot for T. So 9 times 4 minus 4. Which is 36 minus 4 is 32. You guys okay with how I did that? I took the 4 and put it in there for T. Okay, now what does S4 mean in this case? After 4 days, 32,000 people have the swine flu. So remember, it said number of people in thousands. Okay, find T when S of T equals 23. This is forward or backward function machine? Backward. So right next to it, I'm going to write S of T. And I'm going to say, okay, those are equal. So 23 equals 9t minus 4. Plus 4 plus 4. 27 equals 9t. Divide by, I just wrote the answer. My brain moved faster than my hand did. Divide by 9. 3 equals t. Okay, what did I just find? What? Yeah, which is what? What is t in this problem? Days, right. Okay, so we're going to say 23,000 people have swine flu on day 3. Last one for this, and then I'm going to get you going on the homework. Okay. This one is linear. You can tell because it's got the growth x plus figure 0. So what I want to do is I want to show you what these numbers are. This is the growth. And that is figure 0. It's kind of hard to think about figure 0 having -4 tiles in it. But that's okay. Just kind of have to imagine. They have you guys flip them over, right? They're a different color when they're negative. Still do the tiles? I don't know. Okay, anyway. What we do is we start with figure 0 and we say figure 0 has -4 tiles in it. So go to the origin, which is going to be where figure 0 is, and go down 4. Okay, and then the growth is 9, so we're going to go up 9 boxes every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Figure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Figure 2. I think that's all we can fit on there, right? This problem right here is a little bit of a it's a little bit of a preview problem for chapter 2. So this kind of is a chapter 2 concept. Okay, can you find the next page in your packet, please? Okay, is everybody listening to me? This page and the back side are the homework. This page and the back side are the homework. Okay, let me help you get started. So we have to remind ourselves, what is a function when it's an ordered pairs, set of ordered pairs? And that means there are no x's that have different y's. What I want you to do is look at the x's for repeats. So just underline the x's. Just look at only the x's. Just narrow your focus to the x's. Do any of them repeat? No. Okay, now move down to number 3. I know that number 3 is out of order. Look at the X's. Do any of them repeat? Yes. Okay, and then you ask yourself, do they have different Y's?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you circle. And you say, not a function, negative 13 has 2 outputs. You feel like you could finish the rest of this section. Okay, scroll down to the bottom part. You guys remember the vertical line test? Okay, so we're going to draw vertical lines wherever there are coordinates. So there's one there, there's one there, 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 and there. I do vertical lines wherever there were coordinates. Is there any place where it hits 2 coordinates? Yes, okay, so you circle that. Now, I promise not to grade you on spelling, but vertical is vertical, not like C-L-E, it's vertical. So when you're writing that, don't put like vertical, like ventricle. Vertical, just so you know. I'm not gonna mark it wrong because this is a math class, but just say. Okay, do you think you can finish the bottom of this page on your own? Okay, now flip to the back side. And these are all vertical line test problems. So you're like, okay, just throw vertical lines in. Do I ever hit the original graph more than once? So it is a function. Can you guys tell me one on here that is not a function, just for contrast? Jules?
I think
8. Great job. So 8 is not a function. Just so you know, let's just do that one. You could show it right here. It actually hits this 3 times right there. And to be honest with you, you really, if it fails, you only need to draw the one where it would fail. You don't have to draw a vertical line through the whole thing to show your work. Okay, now do you all understand what the homework is? And do you think you can complete it probably in the next 14 minutes and not have homework? Yeah, you just finished it.
I already
Okay,
finished it too.
that's awesome. Okay, great. I will put up the answers when you guys get in the morning. Does anybody want stamps now? I can do it